Hey, Johnny McGordy, tell me where's your glory gone? I saw you up in the Monto with your old leg gone. A dirty Flanders bullet should have left you half a man. Hey, Johnny McGordy, where's your old leg gone? Up the Sally Gardens, around the back of the pipes, messing with the Liberty Bells, a man could lose his stripes. Trading on your troubles and grabbing every chance to show the randy old ones all the things you learned in France. Hey, Johnny McGordy, tell me where's your glory gone? I saw you up in the Monto with your old leg gone. A dirty Flanders bullet sure had left you half a man. Hey, Johnny McGordy, where's your old leg gone? Up the Gloucester Diamond, Red Biddy on your mind. Not a tosser in your pocket, not a soul you could remind. The Lord knows you're a darling, you never did give in. Your neck's as hard as concrete and your lap's a mortal sin. Hey, Johnny McGordy, tell me where's your glory gone? I saw you up in the Monto with your old leg gone. A dirty Flanders bullet sure had left you half a man. Hey, Johnny McGordy, where's your old leg gone?
Well, you've read of history's pages, heroes of great fame, how the deeds they've done and battles won and how they made their name. But the men who made history for the orange, white and green, for the boys who fought in Dublin town in 1916. Well, some of them come from Kerry, some from the County Clare, Dublin, Wicklow, Donegal and the boys of Old Kildare. Some from the land across the sea in Boston and New York, but the boys who beat the black and tan to the boys of the County Cork. Well, Cork gave us McSweeney, and after he did die, Wicklow gave us Soda Wire in the days of long gone by. Dublin gave us Padraig Pearse, Reveride and Calborough, and America gave us Dave Valera and Huron Riot too. Well, some of them come from Kerry, some from the County Clare, Dublin, Wicklow, Donegal and the boys of Old Kildare. Some from the land across the sea in Boston and New York, but the boys who beat the black and tans are the boys of the County Cork. Well, we seem to be divided, I really don't know why, with a glorious list of martyrs who for Ireland's cause they died. So why not get together and join in unity? The north, the south, the east, the west will soon have Ireland free. Well, some of them come from Kerry, some from the County Clare, Dublin, Wicklow, Donegal and the boys of Old Kildare. Some from the land across the sea in Boston and New York, but the boys who beat the black and tans are the boys of the County Cork. Well, some of them come from Kerry, some from the County Clare, Dublin, Wicklow, Donegal and the boys of Old Kildare. Some from the land across the sea in Boston and New York, but the boys who beat the black and tans are the boys of the County Cork. Yes, the boys who beat the black and tans are the boys of the County Cork. flame for freedom did arise. A group of men with determination caught an empire by surprise. While through the streets our men were marching, rallied with their hopes and fears, and the end the boys came searching for their leader, Padraig Pearse. The poet and the Irish rebel, the Gaelic scholar and the visionary. We gave to him no fitting tribute. When Ireland's at peace, only that can be. When Ireland's a nation united and free. Easter morn he faced the nation from the steps of the GPO. He read aloud a proclamation to see the nation would to sow. While soon the word is spread to London of an insurrection they'd return. Up the days of Padraig Pearse was sent about to free his lands. And the poet and the Irish rebel, the Gaelic scholar and the visionary. We gave to him no fitting tribute. When Ireland's at peace, only that can be. When Ireland's a nation united and free. 5 long days the battle rages, 5 long nights the battle bore. We watched as Dublin city blazes and see our men fall to the floor. Now Ireland's proud of their efforts, and for a cause they fought with pride. To save our lives, save our city, we make our peace my fierce pride. The poet and the Irish rebel, the Gaelic scholar and the visionary. We gave to him no fitting tribute. When Ireland's at peace, only that can be. When Ireland's a nation united and free. Kilmainham jail in 1916, they brought young Pearse to his death cell. And there they tried him as a traitor to shoot this man who dared rebel. He only tried to free his country of the shackles of 100 years. Dawn did break on that May morning, they shot our leader, Padraig Pearse. The poet and the Irish rebel, the Gaelic scholar and the visionary. We gave to him no fitting tribute. When Ireland's at peace, only that can be. When Ireland's a nation united and free. Oh, the poet and the Irish rebel, the Gaelic scholar and the visionary. We gave to him no fitting tribute. When Ireland's at peace, only that can be. When Ireland's a nation united and free. Thank you very much. There you go.
Thank you.
The ballad of Padraig Pearse, one of Ireland's greatest leaders. Thank you. Poor old Dicey Riley, she is taken to the sup. And poor old Dicey Riley, she'll never give it up. She's off each morning to the hub. She goes in for another little drama for the heart of the oldest Dicey Riley. She walks around Fitzgibbon Street with an independent air. And then it's off by Summerhill where all the people stare. She says it's nearly 1:30. Time I had another little one for the heart of the oldest Dicey Riley. Oh, poor old Dicey Riley, she is taken to the sup. And poor old Dicey Riley, she'll never give it up. She's off each morning to the hub. She goes in for another little job for the heart of the oldest Dicey Riley. She owns a little sweet shop at the corner of her street. And every evening after school I goes to wash her feet. She leaves me there to mind the shop while she goes out for another little job for the heart of the oldest Dicey Riley. Oh, poor old Dicey Riley, she is taken to the sup. And poor old Dicey Riley, she'll never give it up. She's off each morning to the hub. She goes in for another little job for the heart of the oldest Dicey Riley. Oh, poor old Dicey Riley, she is taken to the sup. And poor old Dicey Riley, she'll never give it up. She's off each and to the hub she goes in for another little job of the heart of the rollers Dicey Riley. Yes, the heart of the rollers Dicey Riley. Thank you very much.
lachen so wuten, adna lachen so wuten, adna lachen so wuten, skurde med magre gunta. Adna lachen so wuten, adna lachen so wuten, adna lachen so wuten, skurde med magre gunta. Ai diddly diddly, ai diddly dero, ai diddly 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 dero, ai diddly diddly, ai diddly dero, ai diddly 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 dero. Björn med korv och skrudet, björn med korv och skrudet, björn med korv och skrudet, skurde med magre gunta. Björn med korv och skrudet, björn med korv och skrudet, björn med korv och skrudet, skurde med magre gunta. Ai diddly diddly, ai diddly dero, ai diddly 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 dero, ai diddly diddly, ai diddly dero, ai diddly diddly dero. Kan med slatt stå rodet, kan med slatt stå rodet, kan med slatt stå rodet, skurde med magre gunta. Kan med slatt stå rodet, kan med slatt stå rodet, kan med slatt stå rodet, skurde med magre gunta. Ai diddly diddly, ai diddly dero, ai diddly diddly dero, ai diddly diddly, ai diddly dero, ai diddly diddly dero. Adna lachen så wuten, adna lachen så wuten, adna lachen så wuten, skurde med magre gunta. Adna lachen så wuten, adna lachen så wuten, adna lachen så wuten, skurde med magre gunta. Ai diddly diddly, ai diddly dero, ai diddly diddly dero, ai diddly diddly, ai diddly dero, ai diddly diddly dero, ai diddly diddly, ai diddly dero, ai diddly diddly dero, ai diddly diddly, ai diddly dero, ai diddly diddly dero.
So all the God's kids you gotta bless in the choir. Some sing low, some sing higher, some sing out loud on the telephone wire. Some just clap their hands to pause, and then they got now listen to the bass, the one on the bottom, and the bullfrog croaks, hippopotamus, the moans and groans, and the big taboo. The old cow just goes moo, where the dogs and the cats, they take up the middle where the honeybee hums. Cricket fiddles, donkey berets, and the pony days. The old grey badger sighs. So all the God's kids got a bless in the choir. Some sing low, some sing higher, some sing out loud on the telephone wire. Some just clap their hands above, and then they got now listen to the top, the little birds singing high melodies and the high notes ringing. The hoodoo cries over everything. Blackbird disagrees, they're singing in the night time, singing in the day. Little duck quacks, now he's on his way. The other hasn't got much to say. Porcupine talks himself. So all the God's kids got a place in the choir. Some sing low, some sing higher, some sing out loud on the telephone wire. Some just clap their hands apart. And then they got no cymbals on, little song everywhere by the ox and the fox, grizzly bear, the domy alligator and the hawk above. Shy your weasel and a turtle dove. All the God's kids have got a place in the choir. Some sing low, some sing higher, some sing out loud on the telephone wire. Some just clap their hands apart. And then they got no. In the choir, some sing low, some sing higher, some sing out loud on the telephone wire. Some just clap their hands apart, and then they got now all the God's kids got a place in the choir. Some sing low, some sing higher, some sing out loud on the telephone wire. Some just clap their hands apart, and they got now.
my journey home away. And the wombs turned to earth that gave birth to my brother and me. My father and mother have gone to eternity. We worked at our trade and our money we spent it quite free, which makes me lament my Jahari no from Dublin's fair city, I'd rather he was sent away. On board of a warship to Spain or the dark rolling sea, where cannons roar loudly and bullets like lightning do fly. Perhaps in some battle my Jahari home I died. And if heaven would aid me and send me to Spain where you lead, my life I would venture to set him at liberty. Like a true loyal brother, I'd fight for him manfully. I'd die in the arms of my darling Rosemary. But now I'm alone, like the desolate bird of the night. The world and its beauty no longer afford me delight. The dark narrow grave is the only sad refuge for me. Since I lost my heart's treasure, my Jahari since I lost my heart's treasure, my Jahari
Tim Finnegan lived in walking streets, a gentle Irishman, mighty odd. He'd a beautiful brogue, so rich and sweet, to rise in the world he carried a hod. But you see the sort of a Tibbler's way, with the love for the liquor, poor Tim was born. And to help him on with his work each day, they're up at the crater every morn. Back from an annual and see down around the floor, your chatter shake. Isn't it the truth? I told you lots of fun at Finnegan Way. Now one day Tim fell rather full, his head felt heavy but she made him shake. He fell off the ladder and he broke his skull. They carried him home, his corpse to wake. They rolled him up in a nice clean sheet. They laid him out upon the bed, with a bucket of whiskey at his feet and a bottle of porter at his head. Back from an annual and see down around the floor, your chatter shake. Isn't it the truth? I told you lots of fun at Finnegan's Wake. Tim's friends assembled for the wake. Then Mrs. Finnegan called for lunch. First she brought him tea and cake, and pipes, tobacco and a whiskey punch. Then Biddy O'Brien began to cry. Such a nice clean corpse did you ever see? Ah, Tim LeBaudin, why did he die? Shut your gobs, says Penny McGee. Back from an annual and see down around the lawyer chatter shake. Isn't it the truth? I told you lots of fun and filling his way. Then Maggie O'Connor took up the job. She'd cheat the Biddy wrong, I'm sure. Biddy hit her a rap in the gob and left her sprawling on the floor. Then civil war did soon engage. 'Twas woman to woman and man to man. And shillelagh law was all the rage, and a row and eruption soon began. Back from an afternoon and see her round the floor, your chatter shake. Isn't it the truth? I told you lots of fun and filling his way. Then Paddy Malone, he ducked his head, and a bucket of whiskey it flew at him. It missed him and landed on the bed. The whiskey scattered all over Tim. Now Tim revives, see how he rises. Tim Finnegan's rising from the bed, saying, you'll whirl my whiskey round like blazes. Solomon Dale, do you think I'm dead? Back from it I know and see father round the floor, your chatter shake. Isn't it the truth? I told you lots of fun and Finnegan's way. Back from it I know and see father round the floor, your chatter shake. Isn't it the truth? I told you lots of fun and Finnegan's way. How was your old one? Game ball. With the railroad stock, we spent the evening getting locked in the Ace of Hearts, where the heist was one engage. And over the mud bridge down me the dock, and the boat she sails at 5 o'clock. Hurry now, lads, says Quack, and before we're there, sure we'll all be back. Say carry him if you can. Oh, the crack was 90 in the Isle of Man. Before we reached the Alexander base, a hell of a thing down we did raise in the bar the boat. Had Grace both of the ships, she sailed out from the port, landed up in the Douglas Head, inquiring for a vacant bed. To the dining room was shown by a desk, and a woman from out the road said, if that if you can. Oh, the crack was 90 in the Isle of Man. And then we went for a ramble around to see the side to Douglas Town. Met Big Jim and we all went in to drink some wine in the Yates's. All but around be 3:30 and sober up, went swimming in the sea. Back to the digs to spruce up. While waiting for the Rosie, we all drew up our plan. Oh, the crack was 90 in the Isle of Man. Now Wacker fancied his good looks with an Isle of Man woman. He was struck, but Liverpool lad was by your side, and he thrown the jar into her. A Wacker thought he'd take a chance. He asked the queer one out to dance. Round the floor they stepped it out. To Wacky wasn't no bother. Everything was going to plan. Oh, the crack was 90 in the Isle of Man. Now in the Isle of Man, woman fancied Whack. Your man's dead there till his mates came back, and Whack, they all whacked into Whack, and Whack was landed on his back. The Douglas force arrived as well. I punctured a couple of them as well. Ended up in the Douglas jail until that Dublin boat did sail, deported every man. Oh, the crack was 90 in the Isle of Man. Oh yes, the crack was 90 in the Isle of Man. Thank you very much. It was Hank Williams' song for you called Speed and the Sound of Loneliness.
You come home late and you come home early. You come home big when you're feeling small. You come home straight and you come home curly. Sometimes you don't come home at all. So what in the world has come over you? And what in heaven's name have you done? You've broken the sleep to the sound of loneliness. You're out there running as to be on the run. It's a mighty mean and a dreadful sorrow as the evening now you came. Now how can you ask about tomorrow when you don't have a word to used to be on the run.
Well, I got a heart that burns with fever. I got a worried and a jealous mind. Now I got love that lasts forever. When you're left so far behind. So what in the world has come over you? And what in heaven's name have you done? You've broken the street to the sound of loneliness. You're out there running just to be on the run. So what in the world has come over you? And what in heaven's name have you done? You've broken the street to the sound of loneliness. You're out there running just to be on the run. Yes, you're out there running just to be on the run.
Last night as I lay dreaming of pleasant days gone by, me mind been bent on rambling, to Ireland I did fly. I stepped on board a vision and I followed with the will, till next I came to anchor at the cross in Spansel Hill. It been on the 23rd of June, the day before the fair, when Ireland's sons and daughters and friends assembled there. The young, the old, the brave and the bold came their duty to fulfill at the parish church in Clooney, a mile from Spansel Hill. I went to see me neighbours, to see what they might say. The old ones were all dead and gone, the young ones turning grey. But I met the tailor Quigley, he's as bold as ever still. He used to make me breeches when I lived in Spansel Hill. I paid a flying visit to my first and only love. She's as white as any lily, gentle as a dove, and she threw her arms around me, saying, Johnny, I love you still. As she's now the farmer's daughter and the pride of Spansel Hill. I dreamt I held and kissed her as in the days of yore. Ah, Johnny, you're only joking, as many's the time before. Then the cock he crew in the morning, he crew both loud and shrill. I awoke in California, many miles from Spansel Hill.
On a warm summer's evening, on a train bound for nowhere, met up with a gambler. We were both too tired to sleep, so we took our turn to staring out the window at the darkness. The boredom overtook us, and he began to speak. He said, "Oh son, I made a life out of reading people's faces, knowing what the cards were by the way they held their eyes. So if you don't mind me saying, I can see you're out of aces. For a taste of your whiskey, I'll give you some advice." So I handed him my bottle. He drank down my last swallow. Then he bummed a cigarette and he asked me for a light. Then the night got deadly quiet and his face lost all expression. If going to play the game, boy, you better learn to play it right. Sing, you gotta know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, know when to run. You never count your money when you're sitting at the table. There'll be time enough for counting when your dealing's done. Now every gambler knows that the secret to surviving is knowing what to throw away and knowing what to keep. For every hand's a winner and every hand's a loser. And when he finished speaking, he turned back for the window, crushed out his cigarette, and he faded off to sleep. Then somewhere in the darkness, the gambler, he broke even. In his final words, I found an ace that I could keep. You gotta know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, know when to run. You never count your money when you're sitting at the table. There'll be time enough for counting when your dealing's done. You gotta know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, know when to run. You never count your money when you're sitting at the table. There'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done. You gotta know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, know when to run. You never count your money when you're sitting at the table. There'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done. Yes, there'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done. As I went home on a Monday night, as drunk could be, I saw a horse outside the door where my old horse should be. I called my wife and I said to her, "Will you kindly tell to me who owns that horse outside the door where my old horse should be?" She said, "You're drunk, you said you're fool, still you can't see. That's a lovely sow that my mother sent to me. Well, and many the day I travel 100 miles or more, the saddle on the sow, sure I never saw before." Well, as I went home on a Tuesday night, as drunk could be, I saw a coat behind the door where my old coat should be. Well, I called my wife and I said to her, will you kindly tell to me who owns that coat behind the door where my old coat should be? She said, you're drunk, you silly old fool, still you can see that's a woolen blanket that my mother sent to me. Well, many the day I travelled 100 miles or more with buttons on the blanket, sure I never saw before. Well, as I went home on a Wednesday night, as drunk could be, I saw a pipe upon the chair where my old pipe should be. Well, I called my wife and I said to her, will you kindly tell to me who owns that pipe upon the chair where my old pipe should be? She said, you're drunk, you silly old fool, still you can see that's a lovely tin whistle that my mother sent to me. Well, I'll give you the day I travel 100 miles or more. Tobacco in a tin whistle, sure I never saw before. Well, as I went home on a Thursday night, as drunk could be, I saw two boots beneath the bed where my old boots should be. I called my wife and I said to her, will you kindly tell to me who owns those boots beneath the bed where my old boots should be? She said, you're drunk, you silly old fool, still you can't see they're two lovely geranium pots my mother sent to me. Well, a minute a day I travel 100 miles or more, but less is on geranium pots I never saw before. Well, as I went home on a Friday night, as drunk could be, I saw a head inside the bed where my old head should be. Well, I called my wife and I said to her, will you kindly tell to me who owns that head with you in the bed where my old head should be? She said, you're drunk, you silly old fool, still you can't see that's a baby boy that my mother sent to me. Well, a many's a day I travel 100 miles or more, a baby boy with his whiskers on I never saw before. A diddly idle, lad, a diddly idle lad. Wall during the dream by the old canal. I kissed my girl by the factory wall. It's a dirty old town, it's a dirty old town. The clouds are drifting across the moon. Cats are prowling on their beats. Springs a girl from the street at night. It's a dirty old town, oh it's a dirty old town. I met my love by the gasworks wall during the dream by the old canal. I kissed my girl by the factory wall. It's a dirty old town, it's a dirty old town. I heard a siren coming from the docks. Saw a train set the night on fire. I smell spring factory wall. It's a dirty old town. Oh, it's a dirty old town. I met my love by the gasworks wall. She dreamed a dream by the old canal. I kissed my girl by the factory wall. It's a dirty old town. Oh, it's a dirty old town. Oh, it's a dirty old town. It's a dirty old town.